Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Fits is a game I feel like I'm in the minority on, but there are a lot of these Tetris-style games, and quite frankly, I'd rather just play the video game Tetris than something like this, but it's okay. So what you're going to do is bringing pieces down that fit on your board. They probably called it fits because they couldn't call it Tetris, and you can't move it side to side. So once you pick where you're going to put it down, it has to go straight down. That's kind of the trick to the game. So you can't like underscore like you would with Tetris with this one. So it's going to come down and help fill the board out a little bit. It's going to be a little scoring to it where you want to score certain areas, maybe have things fit certain places. I saw you just like the Tetris in a straight line. And each round the scoring is going to be a little bit different and potentially get more difficult. That's the point of it. It's okay. It's more of an activity than something that I'd want to play as a board game. There's a lot of these. Like I said, I'd probably just hit up Tetris instead of this. But if you're looking for a Tetris board game, this is one of the more appealing ones of the bunch. A different scoring thing allows you to kind of like have that mind puzzle spatially where you're going to put things at, and I really am not good at it, and particularly don't enjoy that aspect of it. But that's going to be a huge hit for somebody. Of all the Tetris-style games that kind of came out in a row, this is probably the better of the bunch. If you're looking for that, then Fits is the one I would track down. Here is Fits, which is a Tetris-like game. You can see it has plenty of different languages on the front. It's a rather big box that you're going to have here. Inside, you're going to have these mats that will come in. And you can see there's a bunch of stuff in here. You're going to have a bunch of different mats and the different rounds that you're going to have. What's going to be really important are these plastic Tetris-like pieces. These are super nice, very thick, and they have a very tactile feel to them. And you're going to have these little boards that you're going to have. And your little slips here will fit right into them. So you'll see like this. And it will fit right inside. This will go over it. And then the pieces can just slide down, as you can see. So very nice little fit. It's a little piece of plastic, as you can see, but a nice register for a Tetris game. A very cool design because they still kind of float down. And then when you have these pieces, they can come down like this and kind of stack over each other, etc. And it works very nice. The components are very good. The cards that come with it are a little thin, but not too bad because you're not really shuffling them too much, once per game or whatever. But these would have been a little bit thicker, but they're okay. So here's the rule book. It's going to be a black and white. It will come in a few different languages. I'm going to open it up here to English. You can see contents for it, but it's all going to be black and white. Then you're going to have the setup up here with a little bit of a picture here. It kind of tells you how to work with it. And then it'll go through it how to play the game. The game is very, very simple. It's got pictures here, although they're not in color. And there's some examples you can go through here. And it kind of tells you how to score the single player game, helpful hints, etc. Not a lot to the rulebook, but the rulebook is very, very clear. We didn't have any problems while we were playing. So what you're going to have here is your board that you're going to have. We will take this out and put these in, and you flip them over. So you're going to play 4 rounds. That's 1 and 2. And then you have 3 and 4 as you're going through. And I'll just show you 2 just for starters. So say it's the second round of the game. You're going to put this in. Everybody will have their own little board that they'll be utilizing, and you're ready to go. You'll shuffle up the starter tiles, and this will be the tile that you will start with. So you're going to find that item, and then you'll be ready to play the game. Once you found the item, you put it here at the top. Now, you're not allowed to change it once you move down. So you got to kind of figure out what you want to do with this, and then you would just slide it all the way down, and the piece will go in. After you have the starter set up, you'll flip over the next card, and everybody will pick that piece. And then you'll have your little set here, and you can just kind of put it here at the top, and you can shift it down however you want. Now, you're not allowed to shift over like you would in Tetris, so you just have to go straight down. So you want to be very careful about what pieces you're keeping open. So this piece would be next, and maybe I'd want to fill this in right here. I'm leaving empty spots here. So you're going to score. You're going to get points if you leave these open. And then on the further boards, you can have some negative points and positive points, etc. And then you'll have sets of these that you want to keep open or closed based on the scoring for that. So that's pretty much just going to go 4 rounds. And then once it's all the way full and you've used all of the cards, the round will end. You'll score for the round and you'll move on to the next one. Whoever has the most points is the winner. But it's very easy. You just flip over the card. You find that piece. This is the tricky part for me. because my mind does not work this way. So this is it, and then you just take it here at the top, and you slide her all the way down. Very easy to play. That's how you play Fits. Who should buy this game? I mean, if you're looking for a novelty game, you know, with kids maybe, or you're a big fan of Tetris and you want the board game version, I think this one's one of the higher, the better ones. Otherwise, play the video game. Skip this one completely. Tetris is a really good game. Fits is fine in a board game aspect. If you like spatial puzzles of trying to move things in and score points in a certain way, this will fit the bill for you. Fits is a perch for us, but I could definitely see this working for some.